You play until the clock hits zero. That's the mantra Ben Johnson instilled in his team on Saturday night, with the Chicago Bears pulling off a comeback for the ages in a 22-16 overtime victory over the Green Bay Packers. The win keeps Chicago atop the NFC North and puts the Bears in the driver's seat heading into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Initially, it looked like Green Bay was about to ice the game after making it a 2-possession contest with roughly 5 minutes remaining in regulation. That's when the Bears stormed back with one of the most improbable comebacks in recent memory. The offense found a rhythm and connected on a field goal just as the 2-minute warning hit, cutting the deficit to 7 points. Chicago then converted an onside kick, a low-percentage play that rarely succeeds in today's NFL. The successful recovery led to Caleb Williams marching the offense down the field and eventually connecting with Jahdae Walker for a 15-yard game-tying touchdown to force overtime. The rookie receiver's catch kept the Bears' season alive when it appeared all but finished. In the extra period, Green Bay took the opening possession but stalled out on a botched 4th-down snap exchange between the center and quarterback Malik Willis. Willis had come in to replace Jordan Love after he suffered a concussion in the first half. The miscue turned the ball over on downs and gave Chicago prime field position. It took just 3 plays before Williams uncorked a 46-yard game-winning touchdown pass to DJ Moore to complete Chicago's remarkable comeback. Moore made an incredible catch while being closely covered, securing the ball and falling into the end zone to send Soldier Field into absolute pandemonium. Williams completed 19 of his 34 passes for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, Willis completed 9 of his 11 throws for 121 yards and a touchdown in the heartbreaking loss. Willis played admirably in relief, but couldn't finish the job when his team needed him most. The Bears will finish the regular season with a road matchup against the San Francisco 49ers before returning to Soldier Field to host the Detroit Lions. As for the Packers, they'll head back to Lambeau Field to host the Baltimore Ravens next week before closing the regular season in Minnesota against the Vikings. For most of the game, the Bears couldn't find any consistency on offense. They converted just 2 of their 11 third-down opportunities, so when the deficit grew to 10 points with about 5 minutes left in regulation, it felt like they were headed for another loss. But then a switch flipped and everything changed. First, they moved down the field to set up a field goal that cut the deficit to a touchdown. Even then, valuable time came off the clock as they made it a 1-score game. That ultimately didn't matter, largely thanks to Cairo Santos pulling off the onside kick that will be remembered for years. The ball bounced right to Packers receiver Romeo Doubs, but the veteran bobbled the recovery, opening the door for Chicago to pounce on the loose ball. Coming into Week 16, onside kicks had just an 8.5% success rate this season, with only 4 recoveries on 47 attempts. That rare, successful onside kick set up Williams' fadeaway game-tying touchdown to Walker to force overtime before he completed the comeback with a deep touchdown pass to Moore in the extra period. The Bears became just the 4th team since 2000 to win a game after trailing by 10 or more points with under 3 minutes remaining against an opponent that entered at least 5 games above 500. Jordan Love's exit with a concussion proved costly for Green Bay. He took a hard hit from Bears defensive lineman Austin Booker, who was penalized for roughing the passer. Love stayed down on the field before eventually making his way to the sideline and into the blue medical tent for evaluation. The Packers' red zone issues loomed large throughout the contest. Green Bay failed to reach the end zone on all 5 trips inside the 20-yard line, settling for field goals instead of touchdowns that could have put the game away.